Good day, welcome back to Green Man Wild Camping. So today I've strayed a little bit further from home than I usually do, and I'm in Northumbria. So Northumbria is about as far as you can go in England before you get to Scotland. So the Scottish border is about 4 miles north from where I am now. So I'm actually on the edge of a town called Berwick-upon-Tweed. I've been up here for a couple of days. Tonight is going to be wild camping night. So we've got the packs packed up and we're ready to go. So I'm just north of Berwick now. We're going to walk north along the cliffs from here and head towards the Scottish border. I don't think we'll get all the way to the Scottish border, but once we find somewhere nice to camp up there, we're going to keep his eye out, and if we find a good spot, we'll pitch up for the night. It's beautiful weather, as you can see, for autumn. This far north is really good, really blue sky. And let me just turn the camera around and show you what is in front of me. Because tonight is going to be a coastal wild camp. So we're hoping to pitch up right on the edge of the cliff somewhere, do some cooking and see how we go. All right, I'll bring you back when I get walking. All right guys, been walking about 5 minutes. And this is the view I got already. Absolutely beautiful along here. Really rugged coastline, rocks and rock pools, water's really clear. And then probably about 100 feet cliffs coming up. So we're walking on top of the cliffs in this sort of rough ground, all long grass. There's the missus leaving me behind. And then there's a golf course on one side, and then it looks like all agricultural land on the inland after that. So the further we walk up here, I think the more sparsely populated it is, so it should get really quiet once we get further up the coast. But already the landscape is stunning, really beautiful. And the sun's shining, so that's a bonus. Tried to zoom in down there. I don't know if you can see a couple of oyster catchers, the birds with the big red beak, the oyster catcher down there. So the scenery around here is really nice. A lot of seabirds, tide's going out, and so all the rocks are getting exposed. I can see a big grey heron down there. We saw a seal out off there about 5 minutes ago, but he's disappeared. So I'll keep an eye out, see if I see any more. Beautiful caves under the cliffs here. There's the missus, leaving me behind again. Alright guys, I'm going to have a bit of a scramble down here. I'm going to have a look off the edge of these rocks and what it looks like down here. If only you could knock tent pegs into stone, eh? You could camp right on the edge of there. Look at that. Beautiful. But you wouldn't want to be falling off there in the middle of the night when you get up for a pee. Pretty big drop. So we're going to keep walking, heading north. So that headland that comes out down there, that's Scotland. So we're going to head in that direction, probably have a walk for another hour and keep an eye out for some level ground. I kind of want to camp right on the cliffs if we can. So we'll keep going, and I'll talk to you later. This place is amazing. Every time you walk around another headland, you just find another little bay, little sandy beach, all the rocks, birds. Really cool, really enjoying the walk. We haven't found the camping space yet. A lot of it's uneven, obviously, down the cliffs and stuff. And the flat bits seem to be really shallow soil, so you wouldn't be able to knock the pegs in. But we'll keep looking, and I'm sure we're going to find a really good campsite for tonight. So we just came about 10 meters off the edge of the track. I wanted to see what they were growing in this field here, a big farmer's field. So if you had to forage for food, you'd be okay, because look, there's potatoes everywhere. You just got to pick them up. So if I didn't bring any food for dinner, we'd be okay. We could have baked potatoes. But we're not having that, because we're having chicken curry. Righto, the backpacks are down. Not because we're camping here, but we're going to stop here and we're going to have a drink, because look at that view. Ain't that something? Really nice spot just to sit down for half an hour, take in the scenery and have a drink. So it's a little bit lumpy, the ground here. We're not going to put the tent here, and it's really exposed, really nice, but if the wind gets up, probably going to get blown away. So we're not going to camp here tonight, but we are going to have a drink and we're going to chill out for half an hour, because this is just too good to miss. Well, I guess I should be making a move soon. I'm getting a little bit lazy laid here in the sun, but I'm so comfortable laid on this grass, just enjoying the view, that I don't really want to go anywhere. So I'll have another 5 minutes and then I've got to get up, because I need to find somewhere to camp tonight. But the weather is just marvellous. So it's the beginning of autumn now, and we're really lucky that we've got this kind of weather up here. Usually it's blowing a gale up here this time of the year, so really appreciate the nice weather we got. So all I need to know now is find a good campsite and we'll be laughing. Okay guys, I think we've found a spot for tonight. We'll get pitched up before the sun goes down. Still got a couple of hours though. So I'll tilt the camera up, and if you can see down there, I think the missus has gone down there already somewhere. We're going to go down there. I'll spin the camera around and you can have a better look. Alright, you can probably see better now. So we're going to scramble down the hill, probably about 30 yards down here. And we're going to camp down on that little spur down there. Looks like pretty soft grass, pretty level. So I'll get you down there, I'll get set up, and I'll bring you back once the tent's up. Alright guys, we've got the tent set up. Got to be careful, I've got like a 50-foot cliff right at the back of me. So as you can see, we're pretty much right on the cliffs. There's the tent. For anyone that watched my last video, I did mention I was going to buy a new sleeping bag, because I was getting a little bit cold. Now the autumn's coming. So there is the new sleeping bag. It's Active Sport, 300 gram per meter squared of filling. It's about 3 times as heavy as the old sleeping bag I had. My last sleeping bag was what I bought in Thailand. It's okay in warm weather, but it ain't going to be good enough in English winter. So I've upgraded already. So this has got a lot more filling in it. It's got the hooded sleeping bag. So I'll stick that in the tent, and we're all set up, and then I'm going to get some dinner cracking. But it's going to be dinner with a view. Alright, so for tonight's dinner we're having some yellow rice, some Japanese katsu curry sauce, and some crispy chicken breast. So I'll get the stove fired up and get cooking. So while I'm here making dinner, stir-frying this bit of rice, we've got the seal keeps popping his head up out over there in the waves. So I'm trying not to burn the food. I'm too busy looking at the seal. It's hard to see because he keeps going up and down, but yeah, there's definitely at least one out there bobbing about. So really cool. Best place to cook dinner, really. Alright guys, so there's dinner. Cooked on my little butane stove. Chicken and rice and curry sauce. Not the best thing I've ever cooked, but today was more about the walking and the camping, not so much about the cooking, so I just cooked something easy. There's the missus, stuff in her face. Righto, that's the view from outside the tent. Righto, that's the view from inside the tent. So I got inside the tent and trying to keep a bit warm. The sun's gone down. There's my boots, having a bit of a rest my feet. Look at that for a view. So I'm hoping tomorrow morning when we wake up, we're going to have a sunrise. The sunrise will come up over the water. So for those that don't know, that's the North Sea out there. So if you went over the North Sea, you would get to probably southern Norway, somewhere in Scandinavia. And then down that way, if you head south down the coast, that's England, going back down the coast of England. And if you carried on walking up the coast north, that headland up there, it's probably a couple of miles away, that's Scotland. So we're about as far north in England as you can go. And so I'm going to get in the tent now, and if nothing else happens, I'll see you in the morning, hopefully for a sunrise. Morning people. I'm not getting out my sleeping bag yet, I'm still tucked up, but that's the view from the opening in the tent. Beautiful sunrise. I guess it's about 6:30 or something like that. But worth waking up for. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Sunrise over the North Sea. I'll bring you back when the sun actually comes up above the water. Alright guys, there's a view from outside the tent. I couldn't stay in my sleeping bag. I had to get out and come and have a look at it. The sunrise is going to be beautiful. So there's the tent lit up. There's all the rock pools. The tide came up last night, it came right up to the cliffs. The waves were hitting the cliffs all night, so it was pretty noisy. But looks like the tide's dropping back down again now. And I'll hang around for 10 minutes until that sun comes up. Alright people, I'm up, I'm out of bed, I've had a cup of coffee. I thought I'd give you guys one last look at where we camped last night, down the bottom of the hill on top of the cliffs. Tide's gone down, look, so you can see all the rock pools again. There's the missus down there taking the last few pictures. There's the sunrise coming up over the water. How nice is that? Beautiful place to wild camp, would really recommend it. So I'm just north of Berwick upon Tweed, near the Scottish border. Really nice place. I hope you guys enjoyed this wild camp video as much as I enjoyed making it. So until next time, I'll see you later.